Okay, hello, my name is Ricardo Pizarro and I am a second year PhD student in the Department of Biomedical Engineering, and I am working currently in a functional neuroimaging lab at the Wisconsin Institute of Medical Research, also known as WIMR. And the study that I'm working on is called the Stroke Plasticity study, and this involves patients who've had a stroke, and what we do is we acquire three brain scans at we acquire one brain scan at 3 different time points. So we have 3 brain scans, one immediately after their stroke, one 2 to 3 weeks after the stroke, and then one much later, a month or two after their stroke. And what we do is we analyze the data and then try to understand how the brain changes how the brain recovers after a stroke. If there are any changes, how it changes, things like that. So one issue that I've thought of is it's mostly from the end of the patient and how they're not getting feedback. So they come in, the patients come in, they volunteer for a brain scan, they get compensated for their time, and then they go into the MRI, we scan their brain, they do different tasks, and then they just go home. So one idea would be, so this keeps them sort of out of the loop as to what's going on with their data. So one idea would be to come up with a website where they can log in, pull up their personal scan that they just did, if there are any results that have been analyzed for their own scan, if there are any group results, so if they belong to a particular group depending on the type of stroke that they had, they could maybe look at different groups, how their results all differ, and then you can look at gender, like any gender differences. If they're male or female, then you can separate them that way. And then even across age, if they're a younger patient or an older patient, then maybe they can look at their own group just to see how they compare. And then also we could include maybe any papers that eventually get written up from their scans. We can include that also, sort of to, keep them in the loop as to what's happening with their own scans. So this would, keep this type of website, this type of idea would keep the patients interested with neuroimaging studies. They would be more motivated to come back and, maybe encourage others to do the same, other patients that they meet, or they can tell them about their experience. And yeah, I think there are a lot of challenges involved with this idea of creating a website and coming up with their own login, how to maintain a database where you have all the brain scans and the results, and how to upload everything and linking everything up. So that's my idea and my possible solution. Thank you.